Anish, the fact that you were chosen as one of the young entrepreneurs at the 18 Realty Conclave, that must have inspired a lot of the young folks.
Hailing from Coimbatore, here there are a lot of people who've started from scratch and grown, skyrocketing levels. This award not only inspired me, gave me the confidence that I'm actually traveling the right direction.
But technically, you're even younger than the company itself.
Once my college is over, I used to come to my company. I started by on the shop floor, attending customers, how to close a deal. I've literally grown up from there. And now it's been a complete 10 years since I joined this business.
Yeah, but Mr. Senthil Kumar, your father, of course, he's the revered figure across the region, and obviously everybody knows him to be the kind of figure that he is. But has he also, in his mind, accepted you as, somebody who's going to be taking the lead from here on?
He's been more like a backbone. And, I've seen this company grow. We were not quite a big company like how we are today. We've seen what all hardships we've been facing, how slowly and successfully we have evolved to this phase. Touchwood, we have been able to grow vertically and horizontally in all the verticals wherever we have been.
Especially for our audiences, would you walk us through exactly what is it, how many domains that you're in right now?
So currently we are into flour milling, we are into two-wheeler dealerships, we are with Kia cars, and we are with poultry, and we are into real estate.
As varied as it can get, obviously.
Running a business is more like driving a car on the road. You cannot literally predict every single thing. It might be like you're doing the same thing again and again, but ultimately you'll face a lot of different scenarios.
Flour mills and then auto, of course, building homes now. Each aspect of what you've been doing is very close to, especially to the Indian sentiments.
We believe in values. It's just that, we just concentrated on things where we wanted highest quality. In an Indian household, it's more of right product, right pricing, quality. So we've been revolving around these values.
A successful entity is known and trusted through its long shelf life, diverse portfolios, and of course, and more importantly, the trust it builds in the public eye. One such entity, of course, is the Pressana Group in Tamil Nadu, that's known for a lot of the things that I've just spoken about. I'm really, really glad to be joined by Mr. Anish Pressana, the joint managing director of the Pressana Group, who's recently made a lot of mark and is all set to infuse the young energy in the group. Anish, thank you so much for being here with us right now.
Thank you so much for this wonderful.
Just want to dive in. First of all, I must confess, Anish, you look a little too young for the kind of responsibility you've been asked to take over. How old are you, first of all?
I'm 31.
31?
Yeah.
31 and taking over the reins of the company at such a young age. What's it like to be, first of all, this young and to be asked and to be given the responsibility like this?
Being young gives us a lot of energy, and I would say this has been such a wonderful time where we can implement a lot of fresh things, and the world is being very fast and dynamic right now. So with a lot of fresh ideas and whatever support or background that I've got from my parents or my father and all, it's basically very supportive in order to grow the company very faster.
Right.
So with the support of an experienced hand and a lot of fresh energy and fresh things that we are able to inculcate, it helps us to grow faster. Yeah.
Sure. But technically you're even younger than the company itself. The company it found its inception even before you were born.
Correct.
So as when you're growing up years, of course, to have been around a growing company in itself and to be growing along the company, what was that growing up years like? That's something I particularly want to know.
I grew up in such a manner where we'll be at college in the first half, and once my college is over, I used to come to my company, and I was put into different verticals and different job profiles, like starting from the scratch. Say for example, in our automobile dealerships, I started by on the shop floor, maybe attending customers, how to close a deal, when it goes to service, open a job card. So I've literally grown up from there, and now it's been a complete 10 years since I joined this business.
Okay.
And maybe to planning the financials or closing a deal, setting up an office, expanding. Every profile I've been into a complete, I've had a complete hand hold over every single profile, so that we are very seasoned in order to sit in an office and take decisions based on what we.
I believe that you're seasoned enough and experienced enough to kind of handle everything on your own now.
Running a business is more like driving a car on the road. You cannot literally predict every single thing. It might be like you're doing the same thing again and again, but ultimately you'll face a lot of different scenarios, challenges every single day. It's all fresh. So it all depends on what ideology you're running your show on, and what vision, and how you want to go where you want to be.
Sure.
So it all is based on how you are going to guide yourself there. And I have my huge strength is also there with me. Like my father has always been behind me, and whenever I feel stuck, he sort of gives me a clarity on what is supposed to be done and things. So it's more of a balance in our company.
Yeah, but Mr. Senthil Kumar, your father, I mean, of course, he's the revered figure across the region, and obviously everybody knows him to be the kind of figure that he is. But has he also, in his mind, accepted you as somebody who's going to be taking the lead from here on? And is he being the support that you need him to be?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Like he's been more like a backbone. And I've seen this company grow. We were not quite a big company like how we are today when we were 20 years back or 10 years back. So I've seen the company grow. We've seen what all hardships we've been facing, how slowly and successfully we have evolved to this phase. Touchwood, we have been able to grow vertically and horizontally in all the verticals wherever we have been. And we've been handling this company from a very small level. So since we've been handling it to the very detailed and from scratch, looking at it at this size is not an issue right now.
Especially for our audiences, would you walk us through exactly what is it, how many domains that you're in right now? And I'll come to your personal pick later. But just for our references, what is it that you have on your plate right now?
So currently we are into flour milling, and we are into two-wheeler dealerships. We are with HMSI Honda two-wheelers. We are with Kia cars, and we are with poultry for motherboard rearing farms, and we are into real estate. We do a lot of bioorganic stimulants, and we do agro-trading. So we are into 7 different verticals right now.
That's as varied as it can get, obviously. And of course, it must not have happened overnight. It must have taken years of experience to have acquired new businesses and then taken over. What part of the group constitutes the most amount of bandwidth, firstly, and obviously the percentage?
Today, our flour mill contributes to about 35% of the turnovers that
overall
we do.
Business?
Yeah, overall business.
Okay, followed by?
Then the car dealerships.
Okay.
And then comes our real estate portfolio and poultry.
Right.
And then the fertilizer divisions.
Okay. Talking about real estate, I mean, that's kind of intriguing because earlier this year at our 18 Now Realty Conclave Awards, you did win the Young Entrepreneur of the Year award, and that was for Pressana Infra.
Yeah.
That's probably the youngest baby of the group.
Yeah, true.
Right? So just walk us through what that aspect of the overall group is like.
So Prasana Infra is, as you rightly told, it's the youngest baby of the group, and we are growing very consistently, and we are ensuring a lot of basic policies that we adapted in all the other verticals. Like we always revolve around customer centricity. We believe in building a trust, and we believe in growing with the customers.
Sure.
So when we started with very small projects, like where we developed around 50-60 plots, and today we are coming up with a project where we are developing around 300 plots or so. And slowly we are planning to diversify into villas and other projects as well.
So plots is what you majorly into?
Yes, we are into plots majorly.
Across Chennai and across Tamil Nadu, Coimbatore?
Across the western part of Tamil Nadu, across Coimbatore.
Okay.
So now we are majorly focusing on Coimbatore because Coimbatore is one of the fastest growing hubs today in Tamil Nadu. And this market is expected to grow very rapidly because of it has attracted a lot of IT and industrial infrastructure.
Sure.
So this is the market where we are majorly concentrating on.
But 10 years is what you've given you've given your 10 years of life ever since. Have you seen any significant change ever since you kind of started getting more involved? And do you have maybe like a vision or a plan that is probably a little fresher that people in your group have to adapt to?
The vision of the company is to ensure, we are being the choicest brand for our customers, and we want to ensure we are present across as a company who is able to provide all the customer needs. We want to cater one of the biggest needs, and that is they basically say, right, like today it's food, clothing, and shelter.
Yeah.
So like that, today we basically started with food, then we went into automobiles. Now we are building homes.
Okay.
So the ticket size what we are catering to has also grown, and the customer bandwidth also. Today we have customers of about
A huge size.
Yeah, huge size of customers.
Yeah, that's interesting because a lot of what you said, flour mills and then auto, of course, building homes now. Each aspect of what you've been doing is very close to, especially to the Indian sentiments, and then obviously a lot of us come from middle class, low middle class backgrounds, and a lot of what you're doing touches the lifestyle aspect of our being. Was that conscious, or is it because that you come from the same background, or do you maybe understand the values better? What is it that is driving you towards lifestyle so close?
We believe in values. It's just that we just concentrated on things where we wanted highest quality at being a family who has grown from a very small level.
Right.
Like we are able to understand what are the ideologies behind an Indian household. In an Indian household, it's more of right product, right pricing, quality, and importance is given to food, homes, or maybe automobile. So we've been revolving around these values, which I would say made us,
Yeah, I got it. That has brought you closer to the households.
True.
In a big way.
Yeah.
Of course, you've made it big in the flour mill business as well, and of course the dealership business is going well. But I understand that infra and real estate comes with a certain level of challenges for sure. And it's not really easy to survive. And while it's been fairly young, just walk us through, Anish, the kind of challenges you've had to face. Especially with the kind of projects that you have. What are the kind of projects that you're running, by the way?
Currently, we have about 2 projects right now, ongoing projects. And as I mentioned you before, we are trying to be a game changer in the plotting business. So we are bringing in a lot of developments where the customers who are purchasing a plot still haven't got. So it's like, we are bringing a lot of innovation in this plotting business itself. So being a family who, we have grown up from scratch. So we have a lot of, idea about the values that are being very strongly followed in an Indian household. So, the first priority is always given to quality food and, value for money products.
Right.
So we have been revolving around, this base. So we've been revolving around food, auto business, or, the real estate, homes. So these 3 are, and apart from this, gold is also one of the most valued products. So, we were just trying to, build our business around the most important...
The core values of the Indian
values of the Indian household.
Yeah.
So this is how we were able to consistently build and hustle through all this.
But real estate, Anish, I know it's fairly young for you to take a lot of readings on, but it's not a very easy territory to navigate. What is it that you feel that will probably stand you out and can, as you mentioned, can be a game-changing aspect of your overall portfolio? Tell us about the kind of projects that you're running.
Yeah. So currently we are running about 2 projects in Coimbatore, and like in all our verticals, we always do a little bit of value addition in wherever, whichever product we are doing. So here, it's not just about developing plots. we just don't want to be looking like just another plot developer. So here we are, giving a lot of new amenities, or we are putting in a lot of efforts on, developing projects with high quality and various amenities. Like, for example, in our recent project, we have actually introduced a new system where we are providing a concierge service to all our customers. Like, say for example, you want some a taxi or a flight, or say you want to book something on Swiggy, because everyone is not a techie. A house, it consists of a person starting from 6 and to there'll be people who are about 80 years of age. So you can just call them up on the given phone number, you tell them this is what you want, or this is the date, or this is the time and you want this. We will ensure we are getting it done.
Okay.
Like, we coordinate, our people are there, like they'll coordinate with all the necessary things, and they'll be able to get it done for you.
Right.
So
maybe a common man listening to you right now in Coimbatore, what would you tell him if he's aspiring a home or a plot under his own name? What would you tell him? Why would Pressana Infra be the right solution for his expectations?
If you were looking at product quality, location advantages, and state-of-art concierge service, I would say today. So you can look at Pressana Infra.
Fair enough. I mean, that's kind of more than enough that maybe a common man like us can expect. But you sound like you're very hands-on with infra. Is it?
See, maybe infra business as such is is very young, but see, we all as humans, we will be basically hands-on
with all our babies.
With all.
That's right.
So the thing is, we always focus on the right location and things, and being a homegrown person of Coimbatore, we know the pros and cons of the localities.
Right, absolutely.
So we are able to ensure, we are providing projects at the right location, growing location, where, we are able to get highest return on investment or highest rental yielding plots and, houses. So
what does a Coimbatore common man really expect in your experience? I mean, what are their expectations? What is it that they want? Really?
The Coimbatore market is a very typical market. Like, it is, it has both the crowds. Like, it has a traditional crowd who are basically brought up here, and and it has a lot of the urbanized crowd, like all the IT infrastructure,
which might even be aspiring for luxury.
True.
Yeah.
So a lot of IT population is growing here, and a lot of corporates are setting up their factories here around Coimbatore. So the population is very rapidly growing, and the city is also very drastically expanding. Here, people are looking for a house which has luxury, and they want the value for money also.
Right.
At the same time. And people around Coimbatore are basically, quality seekers, quality product seekers. So anything which has quality, trust me, they'll shower you with love.
Really? Okay. And does the name Prasanna also add to the trust?
Yes. Our, the tagline for the brand is itself, the legacy for trust.
Yeah.
So
for over 30 years, I assume.
Yeah, for over 30 years. So we are very conscious, and when it comes to customer service, we want to ensure consistency, and we want to deliver the best.
Wonderful. But auto business is something that you probably have a keen personal interest in. You're an auto enthusiast, as I take it.
I'm very much inclined towards automobile, and I've been into drag racing, and
you have?
Yeah.
Okay.
I personally love cars, so that's how I am very.
Was that the reason you eventually gravitated towards the auto business, or was there always all along?
Sort of. Okay. That is being an automobile enthusiast is one of the personal reasons, why I am very much inclined towards that business. And
that also, of course, being an automobile enthusiast is one thing, and then being able to curate a common man's, a middle class man's expectations within the budgets and fitting it in is also a different challenge. Is that something that you want to maybe grow as a business?
Yeah, we are consistently focused on growing all our verticals as such.
And add new along the way.
True. And automobile business is something where, we have been there in it for about 25 plus years right now. We started with two-wheelers, then we were with Chevrolet.
Okay.
Once Chevrolet moved out of the country, then, Kia was the brand where, we are tied up with. So we are operating with about 11 outlets.
Sure.
And spread across the western part of Tamil Nadu, contributing to one of the biggest showrooms and service centers. So we have a capacity of about servicing 350 plus cars in a day.
Okay.
Which is one of the biggest facilities in Tamil Nadu, I would say.
Slightly off track, but tell me 3 things that you'd want to inculcate from your father, and 3 things that you feel your father would not have done but you're pretty keen to do.
So the 3 things, what I would like to adapt from him is he is always very hands-on, he's very connected to the bottom line of our business. And he gives a lot of space to any professional in the organization. He just lets them, gel with the thought process, or he tries to understand what thought process they have. So, will it suit and things. So that is something. And, always keeps looking for opportunities to grow. So these are the 3 things which, I would strongly adapt myself into.
Okay.
And, for me, I would like to take on opportunities wherever, the market is growing, and ensure, we as a brand are present across various products and are able to enhance, our product diversification to all the customers from all the categories.
And one more.
And third one, is to ensure we are strongly present across all the districts of Tamil Nadu, and maybe down the line in the south.
Maybe you'll expand, yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows, you might even venture into up north someday.
Maybe someday.
with the kind of business values you have, of course. I mean, that's meant to get you to thrive in all domains, I hope. Shifting to a more personal side of things, Anish, just let us know your personal interest, or otherwise what is it that you do other than work. If you're not working, what would we catch you doing?
I love traveling. So I generally travel somewhere, in our country or sometimes abroad, maybe once in a year or twice in a year sometimes.
Sure.
And, I love cars. I have a huge passion for horse riding. So these are 2 major things where you'll be, every weekend I somehow go on a drive,
Right.
listen to music, come back. That sort of charges me up. And yeah.
Yeah, and that's probably reflecting in the in the work as well that you guys are putting up. Of course, we've spoken about auto and all the newer babies, but of course, 35% of the business is still flour mills. But for a layman listening to us right now, can you just break it down? What exactly is it that the business does? Because I know for my own understanding, it's fairly a large consumption and everyday consumption in Indian households, but still they don't know about it. What is it that you do, and how does it function?
So in our flour mill, we basically are into manufacturing of atta, maida, suji, and bran. So we are more of a B2B segment there. So
And who are you working with in regards to?
We are major suppliers for brands like ITC, Britannia, and
That's top of the top in the country.
a lot of other players as well. So we manufacture specialized maida, maybe for noodle, parota. Parota is one of the most favorite South Indian dish today, which is majorly made by maida.
Yeah.
So we started with a capacity of 60 tons a day. Today we are doing more than 750 tons a day. And right now we are coming up with another factory in Gangaikondan, down south, so that we'll be able to, enhance our presence there in the southern part of Tamil Nadu as well.
Sounds fascinating, Anish. Thank you so much it's been really fascinating just chatting with you across the diverse portfolios, and I could go on and maybe talk about all these things in a little more detail. Maybe we could do it later after maybe a couple of years when we actually see Pressana Infra having actually made a mark in Coimbatore and the kind of housing that you're offering takes its shape and the common man that you're catering to is actually satisfied. And Anish, before we wrap up, I really can't let you go before I ask you this, because see, even though I've come from Delhi, I hail from a city called Dehradun in Uttarakhand. It's very much similar to Coimbatore in its landscape, hills and clouds and the kind of houses that there are. So I was really drawn to the kind of vibe the city offers. And you're a Coimbatore boy, as I understand. Tell me, what is it about the city that really makes you fall in love with it?
As you rightly told, this is a very beautiful city who will make anyone coming here fall in love with it. And for me, growing up here, being born here, I have a very personal attachment to the city. And, this place where you can be in any of the cities, like, you can be in Delhi or Bombay. But ultimately, this place is called the Manchester of, the South. And being called the Manchester of the South is not a small task.
Yeah.
And parallelly, I would say it's about the quality of life that you can lead here. Anyone you meet on the road will definitely treat you with respect. And, the climate is very good. There's a lot of water availability here. The world's tastiest water, Sirvani, is also here.
Oh.
And though it has been growing very drastically, it has still not lost its native old traditional traditional, taste.
Yeah, it's very rooted in its sense.
Yeah, it's very rooted in its sense.
Why is it called the Manchester, by the way? Does it draw any inspiration?
It contributes to a lot of, exports, contributes to a lot of manufacturing, a lot of automobile parts, a lot of, you take automobile, you take rockets, you take defense, you take textile, grinders, a lot of products are being manufactured here. And now a lot of IT has also come up here. And Tirupur is one of the biggest contributors to textile exports of the entire India, I would say. So a lot of these aspects make it called the Manchester of the South. And Coir, there's a town called Pollachi, which is very much close to Coimbatore. So that is being one of the biggest coir exporting towns from India. So there are a lot of aspects which make it one of the
Yeah, it definitely is one of the most scenic towns that is progressively growing as well. Food, since I have a late night flight to catch, if you were to offer me or maybe recommend 3-4 good places to eat, what would you recommend?
Hari Bhavan is good.
That's for
biryani. If you're a biryani person, you can try Hari Bhavan, or Anganan is one of the day-old shops here. Then Annapurna is there, I think you would have heard of the name.
I've already heard, yeah.
It's already a very famous restaurant here.
Okay.
And sweets, you can try Krishna Sweets, Mysore Pa.
Okay.
So all these are very famous here.
So does that all, since the stuff that you spoke about, the progressive nature of the town right now, the kind of manufacturing potential it has, it's already very big on manufacturing. Is that the reason of the growing appetite in real estate in general in the town?
Yeah, that is one of the major contributors. Like real estate, the growth is actually predicted to be 12% year on year.
Okay.
So which
is fairly above average.
It's fairly above average. And one of the major factors which are catapulting this growth is definitely because of a lot of, these setups coming inside.
Yeah.
And it's sort of a landlocked town. Coimbatore is landlocked on one side with all Ooty, and the other side it has the state borders. So it's expanding majorly on the other side, like
Yeah, talking about state borders, so will you also expect or like for the state natives to maybe also move to Coimbatore?
Coimbatore is one of the places which has very good hospitals. You take colleges, schools.
Right.
India's top leading schools, colleges, hospitals, etc. are placed in Coimbatore. And I can very confidently say in 250-300 kilometers radius, if you want some treatment in being in Tamil Nadu, if you want the best treatments, you can definitely come here. There's a lot of medical tourism here,
Right.
Lot of educational hubs here, which make Coimbatore. I've had friends who've flown in from Delhi, Bombay. They come here to study in institutions.
No, that's all it takes. I mean, good healthcare, education, good infra,
good air to breathe in.
Good air to breathe. Of course, that's a very underrated thing in India.
True.
Yeah.
So this place has a very, it has all it needs. Like you need, the quality of life, or you can lead they say, right, like the work balance timing. You don't have to get stuck in traffic for like 2 hours,
Right.
After your work. No one likes it.
Right.
So all those aspects in Coimbatore are very good.
I'll be honest, I'm myself tempted to maybe invest in one of your housing projects now, if I'm given the right discounts first.
Definitely.
No, that's obviously, Coimbatore does make for a very very livable city in that regard.
This is a place which can give you a right work-life balance.
Right.
I would say.
And the fact that you have your heart attached to the city, only adds up. And Anish, the fact that you were chosen as one of the young entrepreneurs at the 18 Realty Conclave, that must have inspired a lot of the young folks who probably look up to you in that regard.
Hailing from Coimbatore, which is more of an entrepreneurial town. Here there are a lot of people who've started from scratch and grown, skyrocketing levels. This award not only inspired me, gave me the confidence that I'm actually traveling the right direction towards where I want to go. And this place is always a self-energized place. You can find a lot of entrepreneurial thoughts in every second or third person that you meet here.
And the fact that Coimbatore has enough amenities to satisfy their entrepreneurial aspirations within the city itself.
Yeah, opportunity wise, yes, you definitely have a lot of opportunities. Like this place is not dependent on one industry or one kind of a service. Like there are various industries, so generally what happens is, when the economy is dependent on one industry for a city, when the industry is a little bad, the city slows down. Here that is not the case. It has a lot of variety here.
Right.
So the dependency on one single industry is not there. So that basically is not an advantage that you see in many cities. When the dependency is scattered, when all the eggs are not in the same basket, it consistently grows. Since Chennai, Bangalore and all are overpopulated, and this place is being strategically located, geographically located between both. Like you can travel to Chennai, Bangalore or Cochin.
Right.
So I would say this place is right now apt for a lot of people to move in, and it has a lot of space.
And why get in the hustle anyway? I mean, since you mentioned it offers the right work-life balance, which is more important.
So the quality of life that you can lead here is, I would guarantee that it's way more fantastic than.
Sure. That's been wonderful. I mean, personally, it's been really, really amazing knowing you, Anish, and great chatting up with you. I hope you get all the success that you're planning in the years ahead.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you so much.